Everybody, welcome back. We're going to pick up where we left off last night. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. As I've already said, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time.
I pray you find Mr. Arneson as well, in one piece to boot.
This clock is missing its hand. See, one of the hands when you look at an angle, but if you look at dead on, the hands are gone.
We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
Need a testimony.
There's blood here. No sign of a boat.
I'm thinking either frog or gator. Third option is an eldritch abomination.
May I ask you something?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Hmm.
We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Could you help me?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
No?
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger. Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind. Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind.
Wait, what if it's a gecko? Or iguana? Those things can get pretty big. Weighing about 12 pounds, maybe more. It's either in that safe. I think these are iguana tracks. That or gator tracks. Does not help letting me use the book to get an answer on that.
We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help. Yeah, I think they're either iguana tracks or gator tracks. Or a third option, an eldritch abomination. I am genuinely stuck here and I can't figure out what am I missing. I could figure out what made these tracks. I might be able to find the ring. This thing is here for a while, gnawing on him.
One's in the direction of the mansion, left barely any marks in the soil. Footprints. Backyard. If I knew... I honestly feel like I am running in circles. Yeah, it probably won't let me open this until I get the other pieces of the puzzle. Let's load. Loading from the checkpoint.
Let's take a closer look.
Mounted inside the wall. There's a hidden safe. Where is the ring? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me get the ring until I can figure out where the ring is. But I'm pretty sure the ring is either A, in that safe, or B, it has something to do with that animal trail. Yeah, the severed fingers. A, tripped and cut his fingers off.
No sign of a boat.
It can't be that boat, because that boat has holes in it. What am I missing? I don't want to have to look up a guide. But I really am honestly stuck because I don't know what's missing from the scene. Or at least what I'm missing. Is it something so freaking obvious that I'm just overlooking it? Or is it just so well hidden that I just don't see it? And I really don't want to look up a guide to get the answer. There's a gator over there. Like, I think my answer would be solved if I could figure out what animals this is that left these. And I don't want to have to look up a stupid guide. It's just downright frustrating. I'm gonna have to look up a stupid guide because I'm stuck. Hmm. Got raccoon. I haven't seen a single raccoon nest. I'm freaking dumb. It's at the archives. It's in yours. Oh. Oh, I forgot about that feature entirely. I think it's a mammal. Carnivore of some sort. Bayou. Raccoon. In urban areas. Humans range from hostile to present to concerned care. Close proximity to humans result in behavioral changes in how raccoons live and interact with people. For many human raccoons developed an invisible ecosystem that animals now rely upon when finding food. Raccoons are fond of stealing from local households. They typically nest inside tree cavities, fallen and dead logs, and other secure, isolated places. Raccoons usually do not prey on domestic cats or dogs, but isolated cases of attacks have been reported. The majority of the attacks result of rabies that can inflict the raccoon. Protect your household against raccoons. You might consider certain strong scents. Spicy smells can be used to easily effectively repel as easily an effective raccoon repellent. A small bottle of cayenne pepper mixed with a gallon of water provides quite a powerful mixture to repel wild raccoons. Spray this pepper solution around your plants, bushes, and other vegetation. If you're trying to deter raccoons from prowling on your chicken coops, spray around the perimeter as well. If you don't have cayenne pepper, Epsom salt is a good alternative at 15 cents per brick. So, I completely forgot about the brick mechanic. Took the finger. The thief was successful but clumsy. Now I gotta find the raccoon.
Arneson's signet ring, as we saw in his portrait.
I always forget raccoons are a thing. And I was thinking more of the environment. I didn't expect to think raccoons would be around this area. Which I really should have.
It's almost a piece of art.
Mr. Arnesen has a collection of notes detailing his investigation at Ashman. One of them reads that damn servant, how dare he use my name to sell his opals at the bank. He was like that. Was he like that all the time and I overlooked it, or was it influence of his foreign friends? I need to learn more about the man, especially after I showed Davy that cryptic telegram sent to Ashmat. What is it for? My princess, my love, my heart.
My princess, my love, my heart. Fitting words.
Davy is calm and collected despite enduring all these horrors. An impressive young man. We must stop this, Holmes, all these atrocities. We still have to find Arnesen. After all we have learnt, I fear for his fate. We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
No jacket for hot days or cool fights.
Well, isn't that interesting? Hello again, Lucy.
As soon as your instructions arrived, we started our investigation. Rest assured, we will do our best to find the location of buyer that you mentioned. However, we must inform you that there might be some delays in the coming weeks. Mr. Lead Detective in this case is in Europe. Meanwhile, we highly recommend securing your findings until further notice beneath a table or in a safe or in a locked cabinet. Anything will work. My dearest Lucy, my sunshine, believe me, as soon as I have dealt with the darkness that lurks in these swamps, I'll return to you with an open heart. Be sure that I am ready to declare to all the world my feelings for you. I can't wait to hold your hands and you're lost in your beautiful, and to be lost in your beautiful eyes. Completely and forever yours, Earl.
We must put an end to all this evil, and I doubt we can count on the sheriff's help.
Davy might hold the information. Stick to the location. Ashok took Arnesen to the bayou.
Davy, we know that Ashmat is responsible for what happened here. We must catch him and hold him accountable. I know that you are scared, but you are also the only one who can help us. I believe Mr. Arneson showed you a cryptic telegram that was sent to Ashmat. You are an impressive boy with a phenomenal memory. Can you tell us the contents of that message? Thank you, Davy. Watson, please copy down everything he writes.
When the storm starts or the ship falls, a 17 guiding light principle chosen. Storm starts where the ship falls. At Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen.
Mr. Arneson with his prey.
1862? Maybe that's the code to the safe. Yes.
These should come in handy.
Double barrel shotgun, 10 gauge Reaper M, 14 to 142. Additional services: engravings on the buckshots, engravings on the grip, engravings on the safety catch and extractor. Total price $80. That would be a steal today.
It's almost a piece of art.
This must be the shotgun. What's this?
Dense and disturbing notes. It's hard to follow. The scene is impossible, unnatural, but also familiar.
Bet it was moved.
A foreigner's clothes, by the looks of things from the Near East. cut and polished, easy to sell.
To reach your goal, follow death message. Pass through fire without fear. The bleeding willow chase the crows. Avoid any crosses that appear. Whatever the price, pay it. Obsidian, glass like stone, black without it. We can't work with lenses. London comes to New Orleans. Must be in 5-6 days. You don't know what to do with the deliveries.
Oh, Davy. Things you must have gone through.
Not the greatest detective. Heck, I'm pretty dumb sometimes. I won't deny that. I am pretty dumb.
More boot prints. A scrap of silk, soft and elegant. No sign of a boat.
Notes with some unclear instructions.
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
I go? Gotta find the cab. Where is the cab? Where is the cab? I honestly don't remember where the cab is.
Got a spot in mind.
New Orleans port, and quickly.
Oh, my brain hurts. Like, I'm solving it piece by piece, just not
Innocent
quickly.
slaughtered, a woman lynched, a boy forever traumatized. I fear we've crossed the Rubicon, Holmes.
Davy is resilient, much like Eula. They will overcome this.
You're right, but I worry this portends far worse for us. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Where's the voodoo man? His knowledge would be pretty helpful. Oh, I can't go in there.
Careful. Nolans may look welcoming, but not every smile is friendly. You can look at my dogs, but don't touch them.
Forgot about the love letter. Where is it?
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face, and his is particularly lovely.
Johnny boy, so how was it with Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
How bad?
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson? Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
This photo of you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested when with the client is part of the job, Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
Arneson definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart. It is for you." Arneson was going to propose marriage. Facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol! What have you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, Lucy, what do you know? Could it have been the sheriff?
I don't know, John. This town has darkness in it. Errol and me, we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had grown suspicious of Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees Death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
Bayou's water. Where's water? We need a boat.
Hello again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't mention it, Cher. Champagne ain't one for trickery. Now, if you need more help...
As it happens, we need to take a short trip through the bayou into the nearby swamp. Of course, you'd receive fair compensation.
It's almost dusk, and only fools go into that swamp at night. Come back tomorrow. Champagne will take you then.
That will not do. We must go now. It is of grave importance.
I won't take you. But if you're crazy enough to go, I'll sell you the boat.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Will that be enough for a boat?
It's warm. The bottle's dirty. But we got a deal. I'll even lend you this rifle. If you're going into swamp, you'll need it.
One last favor. The boat that we came on is to leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message to the crew for us? We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
Call of the Bayou, the swamp. Keep note of those white lilies.
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
I told you to stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these waters. No hiding from me here.
No case goes cold on my watch.
Settle down, boys. Our friends are as good as gone.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff? That we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go. Shall we investigate the area? I'll watch the bio while you search the place. Look, Holmes. Fireflies!
Avoid the paths marked with crosses. Follow the path, follow the death messengers, aka the white lilies. Pass through fire without fear. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows. Avoid any crosses that appear.
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet, but I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
Messengers of death, which are the white lilies. Pass through the fire without fear. Hear fire.
A fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
At least we don't have to worry about the boat. Champagne did right by us.
Path where crosses appear.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson. University of London Boat Club. Still a medalist, 1874.
Loading from the checkpoint.
This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in. Look, Holmes. Fireflies.
Pass through the fire without fear. Fireflies. Follow Death's messengers, aka White Lilies. Let me see. There's no zipper. You just lift it up over your head, like taking off a shirt. You're being too rough. Sorry. Here's in the way. Because I'm telling you this, there's no zipper in the back alley. Get it off on your own.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson. University of London Boat Club. Silver medalist, 1874.
What was
was
that?
that, Holmes?
Whatever or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
Pass through the fires without fear.
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
Pass through the fires without fear.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Or gator.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
Avoid any paths marked with X.
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised. The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
the stench of death. All too familiar now.
I just saw a gator.
Weeks of death. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Lever action.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls.
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
fire. Oh, wait. Maybe?
That pier looks promising over there, Watson. We're approaching the heart of darkness. Any sign of Arneson? If not, let's push on.
Save him. By shooting down corpses, we can continue on our way carefully.
This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
So you've wondered who that was. That was my niece trying to get me a helper. I tried my best, I did not care. The thing is, I just didn't care. Blood, untended wound.
I should be glad we're out of the water, but I'm not. If only the sheriff was kind and cooperative, our search for Arneson would be far simpler. Arneson the hunter became the prey.
Oh, crap. What have I stumbled into?
Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it, focus on our task, so we may soon leave all this behind.
Thankfully, it's not Arneson. The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson. This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead. The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers. The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood. A fiery gathering of passions and deception. A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment. The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread. The prisoner's clothes tossed aside. The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified.
Most likely. That's my guess on that one.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Bowls filled with blood. A war blade, but clean and without blood.
What I think happened there, I just need to find the final clue over here.
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell.
Look at this, is it? Blade's too clean.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
Come on, let's see if we can find Arneson.
We can. There it is.
Heavy and covered in blood.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Woe betide those who take it. Walk away. Let the unknown be.
It has to be no.
It's human skin and still warm. What's happening? What? Not again. Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Can't walk on that yet. now. Nope. Like ghost rocks of some sort. What? Oh, I get it. I see the path here. It's mirrored. So I have to follow the path around the rock, bypass the cage up there. From here, I have no idea.
And now, axes? What on earth for?
It's meant to keep people like you, Holmes, out. I have to sacrifice myself on the axis? In order. Why aren't you letting me run?
Now it is glowing, but why?
I need to find the matching symbol.
There's that glow again.
Now I need to find this weird symbol. Not get hit. There it is.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming. Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
Holmes is super sensitive to the supernatural.
I need to focus on Arneson.
The unknown, beckoning, great one, lightning!
I should examine him before he has another seizure. Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound. Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him. Hard to tell what it says. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation. A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Salvia divinorum. Provokes visual hallucinations.
just need a second, John.
Oh.
I can't decipher that text. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
How to treat without killing. Becoming a competent pharmacist. Every drop, crumble, or grain of substance can bring a sick patient back to life, but may kill him if dispensed carelessly. To know what can kill and what cannot. Each chapter provides a brief description of the substance used in pharmacy. Remember, be precise, be patient, and learn from the mistakes of others.
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Some kind of amanita mushroom, extremely poisonous.
Liquid. An odorous gray-brown substance. Burned. Odorous, watery, and transparent yellow. Snake venom. It has no impurities or fall. Few drops of snake venom diluted mixed with other substances. Use some muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 80 pounds should be enough. It's an odorous, gluey brown substance. Jelly-like? There's a brown colorless paste in the Amazon basin. Created in South America, the concoction its main ingredient is a local plant known as yage. Rabbit ants.
This should help soothe Arneson.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die. Filth in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes? Are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
Bon Dieu! Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. You know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No, tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your mother. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
The book from beyond.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled. Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Either Sherlock is super tired or he's about to pass out.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear. But it did the job. And now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean, or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
When the storm starts, the ship falls apart. It's maritime. Scotland. However, we found it and the lamp we've lit. Chosen. Knights? Maybe dukes? Counts? Barons? I just know it's Scotland. Because I don't have a time period to work with. It's either maritime they built lighthouses. The towers we founded and the lamps we lit. Well. The great British families briefly mentioned Stevenson's fame for their lighthouses all across all of Scotland. Funny enough, the first Stevenson and Lynn shares the name of the latest author Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse erected in 1810, Stevensons have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in the maritime industry. Whether the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevenson and his sons, alas, David Thomas sailors roaming Scotland's coastlines have the dynasty to thank for guiding their prosperity and to safety. Storm of the century. Alarmed. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held emergency administered crisis along our coast. It is learned a similar phenomenon of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other words, a French thief with the initial AL is toying with Scotland Yard. Place where the cult's Auckland gathered. The lighthouse built by Stevenson's west of Loch Harbour, Scotland. I don't have that information.
Take care of your master. Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then. I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Location remote, same. House. Designed and built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson. Tower's testament of an empire's workers and engineering to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has been seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon of safety atop the dangerous rocks. Location on the Albert Harbor Springs. Lighthouse illuminates the sound of mission. This tower is designed by Robert Stevenson, built by James Smith in the Adverteness of 1833. It's made of stone and is deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing at 682 feet above sea level. The Malachen Lighthouse, designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson. The lighthouse lies in the western end of Permanent Peninsula. It really depicts Egyptian influences, making it unique among the Scottish lighthouses, made of granite bearing strikingly black lantern. The tower roars to 118 feet above the rocks. Reuben Nangals means stranger poetic in Scottish Gaelic. This simple yet elegant building was built by David and Thomas Stevenson. It is not even the only one the dynasty erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the ways for ships mooring the mound. I'm suspecting it's that lighthouse. Tallest lighthouse.
Doctor, look what I just found.
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor. A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Pretty sure it's the ritual of awakening. I don't know who the leader or what their goal is. I know their goal. I know they're doing it. I just don't know who the leader is.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Hawk is disabled and his home is next to one of your client's houses.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir. I never heard of it.
Are you able to help me?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. Roll Berkshire Regiment. A capital M signed by someone else's hand. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
Dr. Watson, how nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least my flowers are enjoying the rainfall.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawk's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Get the Strand, get the
Family, Watson. I let go of the best part in Cordona. Now I am left with the worst in Mycroft.
Colt is aimed to conduct a monster shot use of a diverse ethnicity.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
You are not.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
The awakening. It's gonna be cool.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls. These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more, then.
The door won't budge.
Manually broken.
The door won't budge.
You see that glow atop the lighthouse? I have never seen anything like it.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century. Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted. The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. Oh, his eyes are gouged out. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
His body succumbed to all those wounds. He crossed the ocean twice with his cult, only to end up splattered on this rock. Seems everyone is disposable.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back. This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here. Interesting occult pattern. Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
Ashmat was a murderer, cruel and corrupt. And yet I cannot help but feel a strange pity for him.
Sealed shut, and seemingly for a long time. That's a crafty mechanism and quite ancient. An obsidian heart. Masterful work. An obsidian heart. Masterful work.
I need to find the feather.
This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help. Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine. Take my flask.
Yeah. Ew.
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson! Hold the doors!
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use.
Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
Be ready for anything, Watson. It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
I feel like these walls have eyes.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again. Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Are you all right?
The abyss. Why does it call me? Why?
Holmes, say something.
Everything is so...
Holmes, speak up. Holmes!
Please, John.
Holmes!
Please, John.
Holmes, speak up.
Help me.
Holmes, speak up.
Please, John.
Keep talking.
John, I'm falling.
Sherlock? I'm coming.
John, I'm falling.
Keep talking.
John, I'm falling.
Sherlock?
Watson.
Sherlock? Where are you? Holmes. Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. Stars so distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No. We are so close. I cannot...
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop. Rochester, we must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this is complete madness. Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear, it's adrenaline. Mad cultists, ancient ritual sites. Had I known where this case would lead, I would never have brought you to see Stenwick. All right, enough talk. Time for action. Careful, Holmes.
(1882), the builder of Tommy Meyer knew nothing about that they ought to. I had to teach them how to change oil. Their one proficiency seems to be asking questions about the caves and where my son went missing. I said nothing at first. When Sons of the Lord arrived, it offered me money for a tour. I relented and showed them around. The man claimed to be a collector of antiquities, but what could he have sought? It was easy money, but I cannot help but feel as if I've betrayed this place and my boy.
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy.
Ashmet, you must familiarize with the processing of the charging lens, energizing them with the beam emitters. The emitters themselves are not complicated to operate, but there can be no more mistakes as our day of reckoning draws near. One such error would keep the obsidian toy would be to keep the obsidian near you of yours near the lens. It must be strong and most circulant, but vulnerable when energized. We have only a limited supply. Oh, that's one way to disrupt it.
Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
All right, enough talk. Time for action.
Obsidian dagger. Vulnerable by charging and energizing the beam. Watson, you're in the way.
That's it. You did it. The lens broke.
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course. I'll see if they're all right.
At least this awful mask is breathable. Her chest is moving fast. She's hyperventilating. Check her pulse, can you, Watson?
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits. All right, enough talk. Time for action. Stop there, shipmates! A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain. Sherlock, get down! May the old one's embrace be cold and complete.
Oh boy.
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits.
Filthy... Watson, you killed him!
I didn't have a choice.
Well, what's done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summers' death will be but one of many. The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago. Forgive me, Summers. All right, enough talk. Time for action.
They made sure no one could enter through the main door. Hold on. We need a plan.
Heard the melody again. Hearing every drip that falls from the top floor to the ground. I hear it in the meditative rotations of the lanterns. I can hear it just every moment. What my pen scraped against the paper. Ever since my boy left me, this log has been my only companion. Sometimes I sleep in his bed, as though not to see it empty. I think I saw him swimming the other day in the inky seas. His skin was dead and gray. His teeth were sharp as piranhas. He looked at me with salt red eyes, steadfast amid a glow mixed of furious ways, and I saw naught but loathing in his gaze.
Pay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged. I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern.
A collection of notes Ashmat left himself for the course of the past few weeks. It all went south at Orson's place. Him and that pup and the harlot. I wish the water would take them away. They didn't deserve to be brought here with the others. No, no, no. The underground tunnels call me again. Every time I go to sleep, I wake up in the caves. Yesterday, I awoke with a sitting shard in my hands. Absolutely no memory of it. Tonight, the caves will call me again, and from what I have witnessed, my horrific dreams, I cannot rest.
It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery. Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. They modified the gallery and watchroom. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint.
nasty deeds I've done for coin. This is without question the worst. Those strange dreams become more frequent, but I cannot dwell on them. And yet, life here is tedious. I cannot stop my mind from turning to visions. I cannot stare at the sky. I am loath to look at the sea, or Ashmat's face, or my own hands. Rochester says that soon everything will disappear, be eaten by the old ones. It would be a better world, even if it were not around to see it. If I were not around to see it. So I have a couple ideas. How to stop the ritual. The lens weakness. We must destroy the candle lenses at the base of the lantern, as depicted on the blueprint. In order to achieve that, each lens must be targeted by 2 beam emitters simultaneously, then manually shattered using obsidian dagger. We may need to work separately, as Rochester and his servants will be trying to protect the lenses.
All right, enough talk. Time for action. Tell me you have a plan. Of course.
We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you, another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
Bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
Oh, how could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats, just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps? Tell me.
Ah! There is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad! You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
Meaningless dreams, the result of asphyxiation or medication.
Oh, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion! But no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
Life just failed? I failed.
You cannot bear witness to anything.
Oh, it is no every the butt. I see moon beasts. Night.
You are delusional.
Ah!
You are mad.
Are you?
I saw
Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors lick their lips in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
Gotta keep them distracted.
Something is missing here. It's completely broken. Interesting. This could prove useful.
What is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many.
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no. You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew. He reached heights no man had ever reached. One must imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined. Surely you understand. It was for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
I'm afraid that it will cost me my sanity, much as it has cost you yours.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is, and one's willingness to accept it.
truly believe it. That a god arises from below, that the world shall end.
There is only nothingness. Only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, a bad reaction. Oh, you're one of my cross agents. This has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course, I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Now, Holmes! Now is the moment! You know it in your heart! Say it! Say it!
It's real. All of it, it's real.
Okay, where's the last lens?
Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah! No! Curse you! Oh, Great One, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different. But the gods laugh at man's arrogance.
Sherlock, come back down! The wave! Come with us! Turn yourself in, save yourself!
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall.
Sherlock, please! Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach!
No! God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
Apologies, did I rouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should you need me.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords with your memory. There are moments in our journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No,
Pardon me?
do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. I would give for a dreamless night.
It's going to be all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
It will help you rest.
No, not that. No, no. I say, Watson, would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.
Same level of propaganda in either of those countries right now, Mike. So honestly, obviously they want to interfere with the 2024 elections here, but it is more than that. And this is what I keep saying to people: it's not just the 2024.
What a ride! I didn't get 100%, but my brain hurts after all this. Having all to do with all the deductions and whatnot. Credits roll and check the chat. Honestly, I'm suspecting that is a bot that's coming to me by many different names, because they always say the exact same typing and spelling. No matter what game I play.
Within their own international health regulations documents, they've removed human dignity fundamental freedoms and human rights from the documents, which means they
Ah,
consider
I knew I could have gave the horse water. I just didn't know how.
a country may stand up. They will bring in foreign, invaders. Enforcers. That's right. That's right. And so in Western Australia, this legislation that I keep telling everyone about already exists, which says that an authorized COVID officer, whoever that may be, and they brought this in after the mandates, Mike. It was like an afterthought, but it wasn't. It was a reflection of the WHO. An authorized COVID officer who is appointed, whoever that person may be, appointed by the chief health officer, who is a former UN guy, can come into your home, strip you naked, remove you and your children, separate you, take you to a quarantine camp, inject you as many times as they want, further from as they want, without any proof that you're sick or a quarantine, nothing. That legislation already exists in my country, Mike. There's a similar one in Queensland, with loopholes where other states can access this. So, again, this is what they're trying to achieve worldwide, and it's so dangerous.
Absolutely. Maria, I want to shift gears for a minute, by the way, and just ask you personally, how you found yourself in this position? In Australia, like with international dealings, I know people in Hong Kong, Singapore, listen to you as well. So, give us a little bit of story of how you got here.
Well, I was working in quite a high position, senior role.
Let's see what achievements are left.
Which was a government-funded disability employment service. So we helped people with medical conditions get into work, and it was meaningful employment. And I was responsible for the state sales team who went out and tailored jobs for these people based on their needs. It was very fulfilling work, and I loved it very much. I never thought I'd do anything else. My entire career was devoted to this. And when the mandates started coming in, even though I was
Up quench thirst horse, pretend to be Barnaby.
staff were, they were asking customers to start masking up and getting injected, and I couldn't live with myself because these people are my responsibility. So I prayed, Mike, and I asked the Lord what I need to do, and the opportunity came to start speaking out. My account started going viral. I actually resigned from my job to do this at the same time that Australians were sort of asking me to step up in the media because no one was really doing it. I was just doing these Instagram lives. I had stacks of articles and I was just going through it, trying to find people. And so because they wanted it, the people wanted it, I did it. And I don't really do anything half-half. So we started speaking to doctors predominantly at the beginning because Australia had so few doctors that were speaking up. We had doctors being raided. I had one that went to solitary confinement and he was speaking up. They would take their patient records. It was unbelievable. And so when we finally managed to gather Australian doctors, we had 17 in one room. That's all we had. 17 in the entire country willing to speak out because it was so the competitors were so large.
So I gotta go back to the horse. Gotta go feed myself to a gator. And I have to go back to chapter 2. So the credits are still rolling. I'm just letting the credits roll before I get back in. The last of the credits.
And so I expected that things would happen. Earlier this year, when
Special thanks to everyone who supported our studio in these dark times.
was how they did it. Because there was a report that came out 60 minutes
Chapters.
investigation, which is a domestic terrorist that is radicalizing the Australian people. And the debanking happened a week before that report, which tells me that it's very possible that the media makes this happened because it was the first time, I think, in Australian history that a journalist has been sort of put in the category
Do
of
achievement.
My next no. Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
What can I get you?
I've seen worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
Your clothes are already tight, and soon they won't fit at all. How far along are you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
Can I ask you a question?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Are you able to help me?
Of course I know. To cut a long story short.
Mal Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
Warehouse 2, Warehouse 2, Warehouse 2.
Won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Is there a doctor? The man is very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother, she got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it.
Don't go in. This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Almost no fish the last couple of days.
Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in warehouse too. The coppers even went over there. Must be
Good evening, Constable. I heard some people...
I'll be...
That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window. A small cart left those tracks.
I'll probably figure those out in my free time. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for coming out. Have a great day.